FlossTube, welcome back to my channel. I've been pretty sick these past 5 days, which is why I haven't posted sooner. It started with my son on Friday. He was sick, but he hadn't been out of the house for a couple weeks, so I thought he was just teething, because I don't know where he would have caught a bug, but he wasn't just teething, because he ended up getting my husband sick and then myself. Come Sunday, we were all bedridden with illness, and lasted until late Wednesday evening. And now this morning I'm starting to feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. My biggest issue is I'm so dizzy all the time, which I think I already have issues with anemia, and anything just exacerbates it. So every time I stand up, it's like the curtains are closing in. I have to stand there for a minute before I can walk, to make sure the dizziness subsides. But anyway, I feel well enough at least to do a video, and I wanted to I spent so much time going through all the new releases for the Needlework Expo. I wanted to do a video on this before it started, at least. So this video's focus is my picks of designs for the Needlework Expo. And I've seen a lot of FlossTubes about this, but I feel like some of the things I'm interested in I haven't seen in other channels. So they might be some unique pieces that you haven't seen or haven't seen much of if you've been looking at everyone's picks. But I probably won't be able to get all of these, and I won't be able to get them till next year anyway. But there's a couple that I'm really excited to look into getting down the road and stitching. Two designers in particular. So I'm going to get into that. I don't really have as much as far as works in progress, because I haven't been stitching at all this week, which is a shame, because I had drawn up this March Madness chart. I was going to stitch on everything every day, and yeah, that went out the window. So maybe I'll do that next month if I'm feeling better, and just use the same chart next month. But anyway, all I have as far as works in progress, I did 1,000 stitches on Legend of Zelda, and if I put the pictures up, I have a before and after, and it's almost like one of those photos and highlights magazines where you have to try to spot the differences between the two, because there really isn't much difference. But I just did a lot of filling in a lot of places that had just confetti bits that probably didn't show up very well on the camera but needed to be done. So it was time consuming but necessary, and I'll probably do the same thing this month, March, to try to get a lot of this areas fully covered. I am at, I think, 45% now, so I'm almost to 50%, which would be pretty cool. And then the other thing I did was this owl ornament. I finished it. Isn't he the cutest? If I can get him in focus. Focus. It's probably the best that will get it. I'll put a picture in. I'm just using my phone, so the camera's not very intelligent. But I got that done. That was in the beginning of the week. Or that was last week when I didn't feel so bad. I did those things. And then the weekend hit. So, I'm going to go over my Needlework Expo picks And then I'm gonna talk about, I got my fabric in the mail for my, to redo my dragon sampler. So I wanted to show you my fabric, which I haven't even opened it yet, so I have no idea how it's gonna look. Exciting. So, okay, Needlework Expo. The one designer that I have not seen before, I'm really excited about, is Monticello Stitches. They, she's released a bunch of new samplers. The ones I'm really excited about is a gentle needle, which I like because of the peacocks. I don't know why I keep being drawn to designs with peacocks, but also the flower at the bottom base of the sampler I think is really unique and beautiful. So I think that I don't often do samplers with lots of words, but I do like this one. I'll probably would keep the phrase that is on there. And the other two that I liked very similar is Ocean Doxology and A Rising Tide Lifts All Boats. These both are water type samplers, and I just love the way that they design the waves around the corners, and also on the A Rising Tide, how it's cut across the middle, the waves design that cuts across the middle of the sampler are really cool. I think it would be really neat to stitch those, especially with like a variegated blue. So yeah, I don't know, I don't think I would do both of them, but one of them, I don't know which one I would pick, but they're really neat. So I think Monticello Stitches really hit it out of the park with these new samplers. I also was interested in Summer House Stitchworks, Fragments in Time, Tales from the Sea. And these are, I know they keep showing the octopus, but there's a couple different ones that they're releasing. And I think that would look nice to put them all next to each other. There's an octopus, a whale tail, a boat, and a house. And you could put all four of them next to each other and make a larger piece than these smaller, like, you know, baby pillow pieces, but something much larger with the four of them together. So I thought about doing that. I think they're really bright colors. I love samplers that have really bright colors. And I love how the colors really pop in these. I think they made excellent color choices. So these two I'm probably definitely going to be getting in the months to come to start stitching on next year. I'm also interested in Teresa Koget's Fractor, which is Pennsylvania Dutch artwork. I am Pennsylvania Dutch, and this art is prevalent in a lot of areas of where I live, and I think it's neat to see it in a stitching form. And so I thought about doing this sampler to showcase in my home. There's a lot of great new designs from Twin Peak Primitives, like the Easter morning in the countryside. I never really stitched the alphabet on any samplers. What I probably would do is take off the top and bottom where it says Easter and has the alphabet and just stitch this scene in the middle, which I think is so darling. I really like chickens, so I thought that was a really nice piece, especially if I ever got that dream homestead I always desired having, and have chickens of my own if I ever get out of the city. Their peacock sampler and shepherd of Veer piece are both really amazing as well. Speaking of chickens, the Tiny Modernist is releasing Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful, which is another work that has chickens on it, and I really like the detail of the chickens and the different types of chickens that are on this piece. So that might be one I'd do in the future. Blue flower stitching, their Tudor bee is another one. I just love the colors and how they pop. I love the way the bee looks and the detail on the flowers. I just think it's a delightful looking piece. I don't know what I would use it for. I try to think of something for every project I work on. I try to think of how I would apply it after it's completed. So if I find some sort of inspiration, I will definitely be stitching Tudor bee. I just think it's so cool. And I just want to mention Rosewood Manor. They have Griffins of the Kingdom and O Feathers. And these are ones that I really like the design. I don't know if I'd ever stitch them, but I think they look really neat. And I think they're definitely worth mentioning. So that's it for my picks. I'm going to be editing the heck out of this video because I'm not as well as I thought I was. But we got it started, so let's finish it. I'm going to open this now. This is 32 count linen that I got from 123 Stitch. It's in a navy blue. So it's a dark design. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I never stitched on it darker cloth before. I've only ever used white and cream and off-white. But this is so I ordered 32 count and they sent me 28 count. But hopefully it's still big enough. I'm going to use it. It's Mystic Cashel linen. And here is, it smells like something, I don't know. It doesn't smell bad. I always smell everything though. Do you smell everything that you get when it's new? So here it is. I'm in horrible lighting, I know. But you get a sense of how it looks. And I think, let me fold this in half. I think the color shows up pretty well on the camera. Yeah. I love it. I love the color. Yeah. Look at that. I thought it looked like smoky, like smoke in the air, which I thought would be really cool behind a dragon motif. So it's not the right count, but it's the right fabric. Let's see if there's a receipt. Maybe I ordered it wrong. Yeah, it says 28 count on here too. Maybe it was my error, but in any case, I don't think there's that much of a difference between 28 and 32 in the long run, so hopefully I can make it work. So thank you for watching. Sorry, this is really low energy. I just wanted to get this video out before Needlework Expo. I'll try to come back next week in a much better state and do more videos. So, and maybe I'll have more to show you. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.